In a quiet monastery, high in the mountains, the smell of food rarely drifts through the halls. Meals are simple, almost silent, eaten not for pleasure but for survival. And among all the rules followed by the monks here, one of the strangest is not about speech, sleep, or prayer, it's about garlic. A food loved by millions across the world is completely forbidden. Not because it is poisonous, not because it is rare, but because it is believed to awaken something dangerous inside the human mind. To understand this rule, we have to go back more than 2,000 years, to the early days of Buddhism. Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, taught that suffering is born from desire for pleasure, taste, comfort, and the body itself. Monks were taught to walk away from these cravings, not only in their thoughts but in every part of daily life. Food, therefore, was never just food. It was a test. As Buddhist teachings spread from India into China, spiritual masters began observing how different foods affected the mind during meditation. Over time, garlic, onions, leeks, chives, and shallots were grouped together and labeled as foods that overstimulate the senses. They were believed to heat the body, strengthen bodily urges, and disturb inner stillness. In Chinese Mahayana texts, these became known as the 5 pungent plants, and monks were instructed to avoid them completely. There is an old monastery story often passed down orally rather than written. A young monk, devoted and disciplined, had been meditating for days in deep silence. One evening, a villager offered food as charity. Unaware of its ingredients, the monk ate the meal. That night, his meditation collapsed. His breathing became heavy. His thoughts raced. Images of desire, anger, and restlessness invaded his mind. Confused and ashamed, he went to his master the next morning. The master did not scold him. He simply asked one question: "What did you eat?" When garlic was discovered in the meal, the lesson was complete. From that day on, the rule was never questioned in that monastery again. As Buddhism continued to spread through China, Korea, Japan, and parts of Southeast Asia, the garlic ban became a symbol of discipline. It wasn't enforced on ordinary followers, only on monks who had chosen a life of renunciation. The belief was simple but powerful: if the goal is to escape desire, then even the smallest spark must be controlled, but not everyone agreed. Some Buddhist scholars argued that desire does not come from food, but from the mind itself. They believed that blaming garlic was an excuse, not wisdom. Others pointed out that in times of illness, garlic had long been used as natural medicine. Even today, modern science confirms that garlic strengthens immunity, improves heart health, and fights infection. This created a silent conflict between spiritual purity and physical well-being. In some monasteries, strict bans remain. In others, the rule has softened. Some monks avoid garlic during intensive meditation but allow it when sick. Others reject the ban entirely, believing true enlightenment cannot be destroyed by a clove of garlic. This raises a deeper question: where do we draw the line between discipline and denial? Is controlling the body the path to freeing the mind, or does fear of desire give it more power? Think about it. If garlic can stir lust, anger, and restlessness, what about sugar, caffeine, or even social media? This is why this rule still survives today. Not because garlic is evil, but because it represents something much larger: the belief that small pleasures can quietly control us. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think banning garlic makes sense for monks seeking spiritual enlightenment? Or is this an outdated belief that ignores science and human biology? Should spiritual discipline evolve with time, or should ancient rules remain untouched? Share your opinion in the comments. Your perspective might be closer to enlightenment than you think. And if you enjoy exploring strange laws, hidden cultural rules, and the untold stories behind them, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because sometimes, the strangest rules reveal the deepest truths.